Welcome to eBaum's Computer Education Training channel. Please subscribe to my channel for training in computer education by clicking the red button below the video description. Thank you for supporting my channel. You can buy my book by clicking the link below the video description to support me. Thanks. Let's start to learn. Introduction to MS Excel. What is the spreadsheet or Excel? Excel is all about numbers. There's almost no limit to what you can do with numbers in Excel, including sorting, advanced calculations, and graphing. In addition, Excel's formatting options mean that whatever you do with your numbers, the result will always look professional. Data files created with Excel are called workbooks, in the same way as Word files are called documents. But where Word starts up with a single blank page, Excel files by default contain 3 blank worksheets. This gives you the flexibility to store related data in different locations within the same file. More worksheets can be added, and others deleted, as required. You'll often hear Excel files referred to as spreadsheets. This is a generic term, which sometimes means a workbook, file, and sometimes means a worksheet, a page within the file. Why do I need a spreadsheet? There are many reasons why you might need a spreadsheet. Here are a few different scenarios. Scenario 1, Personal Investments. You have bought shares in a few different companies and want to keep track of how well, or badly, they are doing. You could enter these values in a spreadsheet. My share, Share 1. Price paid, 0.25. Number held, 1,000. Total cost, £250. Value now, 0.35. Worth now, £350. Profit/loss, plus £100. The spreadsheet would do all the sums for you. All you must do is enter the correct formulas. In the spreadsheet above, if we change the number in the Value Now box, the Worth Now box and the Profit/loss box will automatically be updated. That way you could see briefly how well your shares are doing. Scenario 2, Personal Finances. We only have a limited amount of money coming into the house each month. The problem is that money seems to be disappearing fast. It would be nice if we could keep track of where it's all going. A spreadsheet could help us. We could enter the data like this. Monthly income, £1,500. Gas, 25. Electricity, 20. Phone, 35. HP, 250. Food, 350. Mortgage, 425. Car, 130. Total, £1,235. Leftover, £265. Of course, we could do all that on a piece of paper. But entering the data into a spreadsheet gives us better control. We could change one value, that massive food bill, and see how much we had left over if we didn't spend so much money on food. Once the formulas are entered, the other figures would be updated automatically. So, there we have 2 simple scenarios where a spreadsheet might come in handy. Of course, they can be used, and often are, in a business situation. If you want to keep track of things like stock and profit margins, then spreadsheets are very useful indeed. In fact, spreadsheets are useful in a wide range of situations, both business and non-business. Launching and exploring Excel. For Windows 10-11 users. 1. Go to the Start button on the desktop and press All Apps. 2. Then click on Excel. 3. This opens the Excel program. Identifying the items on the Excel program screen. Menu bar. 1. Menu bar contains all the operators which the user wishes to perform on their data. 2. By clicking on each tab, user and view the operator. Example, by clicking on Home tab, user can see the operators which allow changing the font type, size, and color. Toolbars. 1. A wide variety of toolbars displaying buttons which make editing quicker and easier are available. 2. Usually toolbars have only 3 options: save, undo, and redo. Users have an option of adding any tool they wish to have in toolbar by simply customizing the toolbar. Customizing toolbars. 1. By clicking on the small down arrow present beside toolbar, users can customize toolbar. 2. From the available options, user can select any option by clicking on them. The File tab. In the top left of the ribbon in Excel there's a file. This one. Click this, and you'll see all the file operations: new, open, save, exit, etc. Quick access. The small discrete toolbar Quick Access, where with a single click you can save, undo, etc., is located just to the right of the File button. Quick Access can be customized so that you can choose the features that suit you best. You do this by right-clicking on a button and choosing Customize Quick Access Toolbar. Alternatively, you can click the small arrow to the right of the toolbar, which enables you to quickly select and deselect various features. The Workspace. The Workspace is located underneath the ribbon, and this is where you have your spreadsheet. The spreadsheet is a huge table with columns and rows. The columns are named with letters in the column headings, and the rows are labeled with row numbers in the row headings. By clicking on a column heading, you can select the cells in the whole column, and the same is true if you click on a row heading. The corner is in the top left corner of the worksheet. By clicking on the corner, you can select all the cells in the entire worksheet. The cells are the basic elements of the worksheet. This is where we type in our data and formulas. Wherever a row and a column meet, we have a cell. Each cell in the worksheet has a unique name. For example, the cell located where column C and row 4 meet is called C4. A cell can contain numbers, words, and formulas. Formulas are kinds of commands that you type into a cell, which make the cell display the result of a calculation. Sheet tabs. The sheet tabs are located just below the worksheet, on the left side. This is because you can work with multiple worksheets at once. An Excel file is therefore also called a workbook because it is like a folder containing several spreadsheets. The sheet tabs are by default named Sheet 1, Sheet 2, etc., but you can give them more meaningful names yourself. You can also delete and add sheet tabs, and thus spreadsheets. If you right-click on one of the sheet tabs, a menu pops up giving you the opportunity to do various things. You can add, delete, and copy sheet tabs, and thus the spreadsheets they represent. You can also change the order of the tabs and give each tab its own color, which can facilitate the overview. Display buttons. You can use the display buttons to adjust the way you view the spreadsheet. When you start a new spreadsheet, it is displayed in normal view, but you can also view it as a page impression, which is somewhat like the way it would look if you were to print the sheet. Show page breaks is another option, where you can view and adjust the page breaks in the printout. Finally, there is the zoom function, which allows you to enlarge or reduce the view of the sheet. The zoom function does not affect how the spreadsheet appears on a printout. The zoom function is easy to use, but a better way in my opinion is to hold down the Control key on your keyboard while scrolling up and down with the scroll wheel on your mouse. Of course, this requires that you have a mouse with a scroll wheel. You can buy my book by clicking the link below the video description to support me. Thanks. Thanks for watching my video. Please like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel by clicking the red button below the video description.